Hi there, Frank here for premium members for the trading day of October the 10th, 2023, a Tuesday. Let's start with the indexes. I think the chances of this bear flag failing are increasing. And you can see that in the form of price action, the candles themselves, the bottom tails on smaller time frames, in this case meaning the 4-hour time frame, and also the bull flag waking up on the weekly time frame. You can also refer to these price rejections on even smaller time frames, this one on a Friday, for example. So I think this market is likely to be moving to the upside, and depending on your time frame, of course, if you're trading on the weekly, then you're not long yet because you're waiting for the trigger. These are for weekly traders. If you're trading a smaller time frame, let's say the 4-hour chart, then you're waiting for a breakout trade in the form of what we drew up here on this chart. Something like this probably is a reasonable plan for this setup here on the 4-hour. I also want to mention that we are around 0.7 or 8 on the NQ long trade, so practically this is a 1R. I think it's better to just trail it like this, because this could just turn into a rally here by the morning. We'll see what happens with this. But the weekly setup is pretty first class, first of all, with regards to quality, and second, potentially a very powerful setup. And that could take us to the Christmas season, the end of the year. And this could be something that the media will write about as the Santa Claus rally. We'll see what happens here, but now the likelihood of the 17,000 being retested, the previous pivot, is increasing. Beautiful. So excellent opportunities on the indexes. Let's turn our attention to currencies on which, as you know, we have, well, first it's a pretty long trend already, and this pullback is a little deeper than usually what we like, or what we consider as a prime example of a good quality pullback. Just a bit too many red candles here. But there's an interesting factor. Look at this potential, what is right now potential failure test. And I'm recording this at 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So if price moves away from this level, that could be on the smaller time frame, the 4-hour, that could be a signal that this bull flag is still okay. Judging from these doji bottom tail, there's still a potential that this will wake up. And if it wakes up, then look at some short opportunities on major pairs. However, if this does break down by the morning, then there's nothing to do on the index, on the currencies. So I hope that makes sense. And so again, the clue is in this potential failure test here on the DX on the 4-hour chart. What happens here will tell us what to do on major pairs. All right, going on to continuing with energies, there's a potential measured move on CL. Look at this. So this is a potential long 1R trade. This would be the trade if it triggers only, and a similar setup on the HO. Let's have a look at the HO. Here you go, potential measured move, and again, only if it triggers. Okay, we're also cautiously looking at a potential long trade on GC. Again, just a little humble 1R here, little breakout. As you know, GC likes to move around 8:25 a.m. Eastern Time, so if you want, keep an eye on this in the morning. And one more coffee, hasn't broken down yet, but we have a potential breakdown here, breakout trade to the downside, and only if it goes, only if it triggers below this level. Okay, and there's really nothing else. We dropped corn from the long trades, as is obvious from price action. So look at this. And this is the beauty of how we structure our entries. If there's no trigger, there's no trade, and that's about it. No harm done either. So let's get ready for the morning session. Potentially excellent opportunities coming in the couple of next couple of days and weeks on indexes, first of all, if we end up in a rally. And also I'm watching those measured moves on energies and potentially a couple of shorts on majors, but only if DX moves to the upside. All right, and also thanks to those who participated in our Canadian Thanksgiving drive, and hope that you guys have the proper tools to tackle and deal with the markets in the coming days. Thank you very much, and mindful trading.